On behalf of the Women's Commission of Lebanon County, I'd like to interview you concerning your nomination for the Women's Hall of Fame. Do I have your permission?
Absolutely.
And you are?
Jennifer Gettle.
What category are you nominated in?
For justice. For the last 19 years, I have been a prosecutor. I worked for 10 years in the Lebanon County District Attorney's Office, ending my career there as the first assistant district attorney. And since that time, I have been in the Dauphin County District Attorney's Office as a chief deputy district attorney for the last almost 9 years.
That's amazing. You're a young woman and you've gone after your dream. Do you have any further aspirations?
I went to law school to become a career prosecutor. I've always had a great deal of respect for the law enforcement community, law enforcement career, and so this was kind of my way of giving back to the community. I'm very happy with where I'm at, working every day for the citizens of our communities.
Okay, I didn't know if maybe there was a Judge Gettle in your future or not.
Well, I have people who talk to me about that, but I guess you never know what the future could hold and where the road would lead me. But certainly I wouldn't turn that down if given the opportunity. But certainly I'm very happy with what I do every day as well.
Okay, that's good. Your boss will be glad to hear that.
I'd like to think so, yes.
Well, how did you get to this point in your life?
I'm not sure. I always kind of wanted to be in kind of the law enforcement career. I also, though, was very cognizant of the fact that I probably didn't have the stature necessarily to be out on the streets and working as a police officer, and this was kind of the next best thing. And I've loved it immensely, and I can't imagine working in any other area of the law.
What was your most, I guess, infamous case? Would that be a proper term?
I've had some cases that have been rewarding because of the closure that I've been able to give to victims and to be able to hopefully obtain justice for them. Certainly I've had homicide cases that have had very tragic circumstances. There was probably about 2 years ago that I prosecuted at the murder of a school teacher in Harrisburg City, very loved by her community. And so to give that family justice, that was certainly a very rewarding case to work on, although very sad. But to be honest with you, I've had so many kids and victims and families that have just touched me over the years. To identify one, I think, would be really difficult.
How do you keep positive experiencing all that?
There are days that are tougher than others to do that, but that being said, I think that certainly in the last 10 years, having kids of my own has certainly given me something to go back to at home and kind of give me perspective. And I've also tried to be involved in activities within the community that have also children in a positive way, particularly since I work on so many child abuse cases. I'm associated with the Girl Scouts. I've worked with Safe Kids over the years. So I think that has given me kind of that opportunity to see the positive that's out there and not just kind of the bad things that happen in the community.
Tell me about your family.
I am married to Greg, who I always say is a saint, because being married to someone who, he always says he has a double. It's a woman plus a prosecutor. But that being said, I've been married to him for 15 years. I have a wonderful stepdaughter, Chelsea, who is now in grad school. And I also have Amanda, who is 8 years old and will be here today, and a 4-year-old son who is all boy.
What would you say to young women in the next generation, and you're young by my standards, but in the generation behind you, what would you say to them to help them achieve what they would like to, what they dream of?
Well, and it's interesting that you say that because I'm bringing my daughter here today, Amanda, who is 8. And, we talked about her coming today and what it was about. I mean, she has an opportunity to see what I do. She's been into the courtroom. She's seen me. But, today I wanted to explain to her that there are so many things that you can do. And this event is about women who are in all sorts of careers and doing all sorts of activities and having a really positive impact on our community, and that women can do anything. And in terms of our limitations, I think in this day and age, I think if there's any limitations, it's only because we've set them upon ourselves. I don't think there is a ceiling for us anymore. I really do not, in my heart. And that's what I'm hoping I'm raising my children to understand, and my son as well, and to have that respect for women out there in the professions.
That was wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.